Morning, guys. Take two, huh? Yeah, if you cued in early on this video, you saw me in kind of a comatose state. I woke up and realized what time it was and slapped out a video. Boy, had the microphone on wrong. So here you go. Can't make that mistake again. If you saw that stuff before, sorry about that, Chief. If you didn't, um, it was all fine. All right. Well, I'm back from the road trip from Minola, Texas, and the GMC International Eclipse Rally to Farmville, Virginia, with a coach. This coach right here. Come on. Right there. This is a coach that Don sold to Mel. Don has been in the GMC community for some time and decided, as everybody, everything's in a bell curve. At some point, you decide in your experience with the RVing to go to something else, and they did. And I see a lot of that. So don't think badly of that, because they were stewards for a good length of time. Love that coach, and decided to pass it on, and that's good. And Mel has taken all the responsibility of being the steward of this 1977 Elanza 2 twin bed. Yeah, so they say they didn't make that. Well, in the late 70s, the Coachmen, the Royales, and all this stuff. And then the Midas and the Avions and all these, they found that there was a lot of interest in twin beds. So GM attempted to get an assembly process set up to do twin beds. Okay, that's in 77. That shows you early 77. They had no idea that they were going to shut it down in 78. Okay, so this coach was built early 77, had what I call a real good setup. It had a standard electro level system. It was a 455, and it had the second design air conditioner system that had a good chance of working. They'd figured out all the bugs in the last one, and the third style 77, 78 actually did work. All right, so that's the coach. He's a very, very nice coach. And I was really happy when the new owner called me up and said that he would like me to ride with him and teach him. And here's the coach. That's it right there. To teach him about it. Well, this is kind of a recap of what happened. At the bottom of this video, you will see a kind of like a slideshow of your summer vacation or something. So I've slapped out a couple of pictures of what we did, and you can take a look at it. It was a lot of fun. We, as far as the trip goes, we went 11 hours. And stopped at Bessemer, Alabama, at Mark Creel's place. So you see it's jacked up. We blew the muffler off, the left-hand muffler off. How can that be? Well, not trying to just be a travelogue, I wanted to explain a few mechanical things. When the muffler guy, whoever it was, put it up in there, he made the cut just a little bit smaller than the muffler and shoved it up in there and got the front end together and shoved it in. Okay. And it did fit, and there was enough meat on either side. Usually what you do is you weld it, because, if it does shift, it did, it'll blow off. And that's what happened. So we sounded like a B-52 coming in hot and heavy all the way to Bessemer, Alabama. You can see that we have the shadow in front of us, so that's late in the afternoon, so we're heading east right there. Yes, sir. Um, when we got to Bessemer, we spent 4 or 5 hours sleep, something like that, and got back up on the trip. Another all-night ride. Oh, wait, before we do this, here's a picture that it'll be below. That's Mel there in the middle. That's Mark Creel on the left, and me holding up the right there. As you can see, Mel is in learning mode, man. His eyes are bugging out, and we're filling him up with information. And it was very, very fortunate that we stopped. We also did some tuning. There's some pictures of that. If you scope in and zoom in on the two pictures, one of them is before and the other one is after Mark put his hands on it and replumbed some vacuum things. So anyway, mileage was averaged of 10.5 miles a gallon. I was pretty happy with that. Come on, there we go. Yeah, here's a picture of one of the ones below. The vacuum was set up more like a Chevy than an Oldsmobile. Here's a bracket that Mark's fun now is racing drag boats. You know, yeah, this motor he's got in his ridiculous. This is a bracket I saw laying in his shop. The bolts down to the boats. I think that's a motor mount or something. Holy moly. So the other part of this journey was doing a talk. Kim at GMC International, the coordinator, was kind enough to give me a little bit of time that I could talk to the ranch hands. And all you guys who were there, thank you. Thank you for your hospitality. Made me feel good. And it also made me feel good that there were many people there that had not understood what we were doing and maybe influenced them a little bit, you know. So that, you know, it was a win-win right there. Okay. Everybody that didn't make it, it was a talk about chipmunk cheeks and the floor sag and the gussets, the gusset kit and all that kind of stuff. So there are videos about that, but like I said, a really positive thing is folks that may not have seen those videos that I did, don't know anything about that. I was able to reach out to those guys too. So that was fantastic. And Kim, I really appreciate the time we had. We bugged out Thursday afternoon. Of course, yesterday was the eclipse. I'm sure you guys saw that. Man, was that something? I think everybody that went to that rally is going to remember that rally. And well, I do, and I didn't even wait till the eclipse. So that's what happened there. The coach got to Farmville. Yeah, this is middle of the night, heading into where to Farmville, where Mel lives. So this coach has always been a West Coast or Midwest coach. It's very, very clean, very nice, super set of bones. You say, well, he didn't buy it for $1,000. I mean, he paid some money for it, okay. But the idea is when you get one of these coaches that's one, pretty, you're not parking it out back or saying, well, it looks like. Two, it's your own bed of nails inside, just the way you want it to be. Okay, whatever that is. Okay, I can't tell you that. And three, it's mechanically sound enough that you feel pretty confident that you'll be able to check the oil, put gas in it, go to A, and come back. Okay, A to B. I'm sorry about that last video, boy. I woke up from all that and played the video back and said, boy, that is bad. So I want you guys to know that I want a little better quality than that, even if it isn't instruction. All right. Again, thanks for everybody we saw on the road. Thanks for, boy, saw folks from the Utah trip, and all you guys. It was great. If the next international rally, or there's a Western States rally going on right now, the groups, the GMC community that go to these rallies are good folks to know. And if there is one in your area or you have an opportunity to go to one, you should. There, you get hooked in with folks like Dave Lindsay. You can meet the vendors that are there and get a feel about what it is you're driving. And these rallies are good things. So look, guys, we're going to get back now to building instruction videos. Actually, today at noon, I've got a couple of guys that have been on the road from somewhere in the country doing a big trip, young guys that are coming through Orlando, and I'm going to meet them over where their coach is. So I'm going to bring you guys with me. That'll happen later today, right? So hit like and all those things. Support us. Ranch hands, thank you. And if you are enjoying what's happening and you'd like to be a ranch hand, go back to the main page and, being a full ranch hand at $5 an hour. I mean, $5 a month would really help me do this, and we're all could have a lot more fun. All right, we'll see you guys later. And the next time you talk to me, you'll see some more fun. See you later.